Hi, this is Mike Cuddy, and I'm here again to talk about another data science project I've done with Python and Pandas, along with Flask for the website. And this project is a little bit different, and I'll explain. Uh, I essentially started out by reading a book called Everybody Lies, and it essentially looks at Google Trends and sees what people type in. And here I typed in Rogue One for my search term, and as you can see, this is past like 5 years, so it goes all the way back to 2012. But Rogue One came out in around December 16th, I think. So you can see that it kind of peaks, the interest in it peaks right around then, and then it kind of goes back down. And so I could have zoomed in this one little area down here. But basically, I wanted to see if this data right here, you see how it says like 2, 4, 8, if taking the mean of those numbers 1 year out, 6 months out, 3 months out, and 1 month out would show anything. And I did this with a whole bunch of movies that came out during 2016. And the whole movie list is right here what I did. So this is a year out. So I looked at all these different movies. The same thing, 3 months, 1 month. I mean, I shouldn't have really done it like this. I should have just pulled the 1 month and just used it from let's say this point down to this point. But instead, I just made all this extra work on myself. And I finally, the light bulb went off in my mind. I was basically at 1 month, and I think a quarter of the way through it. So did all this extra work really for nothing. And so then I wanted to take this data and see, compare it with how much a movie made while it was in theater, and see if there's any correlation by how popular a movie is, the mean, and how much it made in the movie theater. So basically, this is my code here in this movie.py file that talks about everything that I did. The only thing is I just have to change this 1 month. I just manually did it. So if you wanted to look at 6 months, you would just change this 1 month to 6 months. And I basically took the screenshot of all that data and posted it in. So now let's look at the web page, and this is what it looks like. So you log in, and you come to this page right here, and it talks about the background of the study. It's a very simple web project because I wasn't focused so much on the front end side. I was focused more on the back end, like the data science part. My methods I used, and here's basically the results. This project isn't 100% done because I eventually want to see if there's any correlation at all, like officially get what I believe the R factor or whatever it's called in here to see what it looks like. But these points aren't labeled either. So this is actually, I just know from experience, this is the arrival. So the arrival had very high mean data for 1 year out. It was very interesting, but it only made about $100 million at the movie theater. And it's either this dot or this dot is Rogue One. And surprisingly, Rogue One is only at about, its average was like a 6 or so, 5 or 6 right in that area. And it made, I think, over $500,000. So I believe it's this one. So as you can see, there are kind of groups down here, but there's no correlation. This movie that has a really high Google Trends mean value has made very little at the box office, and these ones were quite popular. And so here's at 6 months to get a little bit more spread out. 3 months, a little bit more spread out, but there's still not a lot of correlation, as you can see. Like Rogue One and these movies up here, it didn't change at all. And you see the same thing with 1 month out, even more spaced out. So if we try to have I think a regression line, stuff like that, it just would be, there's really no correlation, I think, between us. And as you can see, the results still need to be added in here. But that's something I'd come back to. I just wanted to get this project up. It was a very simple project that I've done as I work more with this data science. But this is actually the first project that I got all my data, all this data. I got it from Google Trends. I had my own idea. I got all this data here, found out how much each movie made. So I used it. So everything I brought together on this project, I basically did on my own. So I'm thinking about doing other projects that use the Google Trends and seeing what I can find. So look forward to that. Other than that, have a great day.